Are you getting a good Murk-life balance at home? Or maybe you need a few more of these beers if you don't. Check out my review for Murk-life Balance by Magic Rock. Welcome back to Rocker's Beer Review. Any brewery that's got the name Rock in their name is fine by me. So Magic Rock Brewery, a lot of people are saying they're not properly craft because they're owned by a big company, but they do produce some pretty good beers. And this is one of the Tesco beers that's available now. It's a new one. It's called Murk-life Balance. It's in a small can, but you can buy 4 of these for £6. Otherwise it's £1.80. It's a hazy pale ale coming in at 5%. Doesn't say much more. Obviously it's got barley, wheats and oats and all the rest of the stuff. Doesn't tell me what the hops are in it. Doesn't give much indication, but it's a hazy pale ale. So is it average? Is it a good? Well, let's get it out of the can and find out, shall we? So Magic Rock, yes, a lot of people are sort of have their opinion of them, but you know, they do produce some good beer, and certainly in the supermarket, some really good beer that I know a lot of people drink. Cannonball, for example, is a beer that I know a lot of people enjoy. They like that grapefruit flavour. We've also got, although I haven't reviewed it yet, but I've got it in the fridge, a Magic Rock double IPA. It's coming at 8.3%. So they do all kinds of different beers. And look at that, beer in the glass looks really nice. Nice and hazy, as it says, hazy pale ale. 2 fingers of nice, white, fluffy, compacted head. Definitely looks a great looking beer. And this is quite, you know, works out £1.50 if you buy 4 of them. Let's get some aroma, shall we? Pineapple, mango, a lot of the tropical sort of notes. Bit of grapefruit, a little bit of lemon and lime. It's got all the stuff that you would expect. Let's get this down, shall we? Because I'm really feeling quite thirsty now. Cheers, by the way. Really nice. Fairly soft on the palate. Sort of medium levels of carbonation. There's still a little bit of fizz there that just sort of throws the flavours around. It is a little bit... The flavours are there. You've got the pineapple. You've got a little bit of papaya and passion fruit in there as well. But it's very, it's quite dry, which I love dry beers. There's no bitterness, which is great. It does taste, and if I say it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. There's a lot of the supermarket beers that to me taste like they're a little bit watery, a little bit like the flavours are there. You're just waiting for them to sort of jump out and really sing, but they're not quite there. Pale ales can traditionally be a little bit lighter anyway than an IPA, so we give that the benefit of the doubt there. But I mean, this beer looks lovely, and taste wise, there's no bitterness. You can get some when you're buying cheap beers that are not quite there. You get a level of bitterness. There's no bitterness in that. It's a really good, easy drinking beer. It's a sort of beer that you want to buy 4 of them, stick them in your fridge. You know, when your mates come over, that's what you get. They get these beers out, and you can enjoy them. You can drink quite a few of them. I mean, it's 5%, reasonable sort of alcohol, not necessarily sessionable, but it's in a small can, and it's a certainly really tasty beer. There's nothing wrong with this beer at all. As I say, if it was had a bit more flavours, a bit more punch to it, if it was upgraded to an IPA, it would be better. And I think that it's brewed in a way that makes it really cost effective for the brewery to be able to sell it into the likes of Tesco. I mean, you know, if you're paying £1.50 for that beer, how much do you think Tesco are paying for it from the brewery? You know, pennies really. So there's going to be some corners cut. But if you're new to craft beer and you just want something a bit different than lager, you want something with a little bit more fruity flavours to it, this is absolutely perfect. I'm really enjoying it, actually. And I think I've waffled on enough, so it's time for some scores. The scores are in for the Magic Rock Murk-life Balance. It's a hazy pale ale, and it's available in Tesco stores. You can buy it for £1.80 a can or 4 for £6. So, first things first, aroma. Well, there's certainly those tropical sort of mango, pineapple, citrusy sort of aromas there. It's quite nice. It doesn't jump out at you. It's not a real juice bomb in terms of its aromas. So 12 out of 20. Appearance though, I think it looks lovely. I mean, when we first poured it out, in a really nice 2-finger head. You can see the nice lace in the glass. It's a it's lovely and hazy and yellow, and I think it looks pretty good. Very pretty. I would give it a 9. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 for appearance. Flavour. It's a little lacking. The flavours are there. There's a tropical note. It's a little bit of citrus. There's a little bit, tiny little bit of grapefruit on the back end. Give it a slight bitterness. It's nice and dry. It's got low levels of carbonation. It's soft. It ticks a lot of boxes. It just has a little bit. It's a little bit lacking in flavour. It just doesn't really sort of get those flavours really going. You don't sort of go, wow, there's a real fruit cocktail of flavours there. So I'm giving it 31 out of 40. Certainly nothing wrong with the flavour. Value for money, I think it's a pretty damn good value for money. You see this, you should buy it. 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10 for value for money. Because it's like £1.50 if you buy 4 of them. It's a great fridge filler. And then overall experience, it's a beer that I could probably drink quite a few off and think, this is a nice beer. This could be like, the one thing I love about craft beer is that I can drink a new and different beer every, I can go for one beer and then I won't probably drink 2 of those, 2 of one in a row, because I like to try lots of different ones. But there's something about this that you just think, yeah, I could drink a 4-pack of that on a Friday night if I don't want to be trying lots of different things at different levels and different flavours. It's just really, really nice. I'd recommend it to my friends. I would drink it again. So I'm giving it 14 out of 20. So we top those scores up and we get, it seems like a very consistent score, 75 out of 100. It's a recommended beer. It's a White Snake beer. Love ain't no stranger, so don't be a stranger to Murk Life Balance if you see it in the Tesco supermarkets. And until the next one, you know what you need to do. Keep on rocking.